What's up, everyone? Welcome to another week of Rasslin Report. My name is Jake Hughes. Sitting across from me is Kevin Hughes. Let's just jump right into things today.
Well, that's better than the old man Hughes I got last week.
Way better.
Dick face.
So we start Raw with a Braun Strowman promo.
Braun Strowman, he needs work on the mic. Great wrestling ability, huge amount of talent, but oh my God, does that boy need some work on the mic.
Do you think giving him a manager would be conducive to him at this point?
Paul fucking Heyman.
I don't think so.
Why not?
Because you've got a collision course with Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't see that.
Who else are you going to give him as a manager?
Good old JR, Zeb Coulter.
Zeb would work.
I think Zeb
would work really well.
I think so.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Basically cuts a promo. Kurt Angle comes out and tells him to go home, that he basically should be suspended, but he's not going to suspend him, and I'm not sure why.
Just told him to go home.
Yeah.
Take the ball and go home. He never listens.
No, he never listens.
When are these general managers going to realize Braun Strowman does what he wants, when he wants, how he wants?
Well, we're only 2 GMs in, so maybe by the third they'll understand.
No, I like it. I like what they're doing with the whole storyline there. Yeah, no, it was good. It was good when the Big Show came and crashed him into the boards there.
Later in the night,
that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think they did that well.
Yeah. Pretty damn cool.
First match of the night is Samoa Joe versus Chris Jericho with Seth Rollins on commentary.
Not bad. Not a bad match for Fat Man Jericho. Jericho's a shell of what he once was, but definitely it was a good match. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, Joe is overly athletic for how large he is.
Oh, he's just
ridiculous.
The kids, it just amazes me what that man can do.
And how long it took him to get to the WWE because of his size is insane.
I don't think it was because of his size. I think he just wouldn't sell out until it was time.
I think, all wrestlers are going to tell you that until they get to the show. But,
of course they are.
But, yeah. Samoa Joe was victorious in this match, building up to the Seth Rollins-Joe match at the pay-per-view.
So looking forward to that match. I think that match is going to be amazing. It's just going to be, I think it's going to steal the show. Well, it is the show. It's going to be a cool match. I like what they've done with it. They've built it up really nice, really told the story, compared to a lot of our pay-per-views that we've had lately where there's no storylines going into it. This one has some really good storylines going into it.
Well, the nice thing is that it's a lot of it. I mean, there's going to be some that are kind of quick and ready to go, but this one's been a long build because it's part of the Triple H story as well.
Exactly.
Next up, we have Club versus Enzo and Cass. It was originally supposed to be the Club versus Golden Truth, which I'm really happy Braun Strowman beat those two up so that it could be Enzo and Cass.
But they're not doing anything with Enzo and Cass. No. I don't know. Are they going to split them up? I don't know.
I would like to see them split up, to be honest. Put, as sad as it would be, put Zoe with 205 and put Cass in the main event picture.
Oh, that'd be all right.
Because I could see Zoe doing really well as being the technical wrestler
in 205. Yeah, that would probably work, That would probably work well. I never thought of that before, but that would probably, cruiserweight, move Cass up. I still think Cass reminds me of the old Tess. If any of our listeners remember, or as old as I am and remember Tess.
I remember Test.
I think he looks a lot like him. He has that same kind of look, talk, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Who goes over in this match? Who wins that match? The Club won on a pulling the tight, so they're building up to that feud.
Oh, yeah. I was like, who won that?
Yeah, they're building up for that feud. Next, we have probably one of my favorite segments of the night, Miz TV.
Miz TV.
With Dean Ambrose. And I've always thought, looking back on SmackDown, that it was SmackDown that kind of pulled things out of Miz. I think Miz pulled the best out of everyone he works with.
And I was just going to say that. I go back to when he headlined WrestleMania with Cena, and some of the promos they did leading up to that was unbelievable. Miz on the mic is magic.
Yeah.
It's just absolutely magic. This feud, I think it could, if they do it right, it could last 2 pay-per-views.
Oh, easily 2 pay-per-views.
Easily, which would now be 3 months, basically.
Well, there's no guarantee that our wanted schedule is going to happen.
It will happen.
Right. They want as many pay-per-views as they can in a year. Next match is our lovely Purple Brand, and was actually a really, really good match. TJ Perkins versus the goofy Gallagher.
Yeah. I mean, we did fast forward a little bit, I got to admit, because that's what we do. It wasn't a bad match at all. I kind of enjoyed it. I really like what they're doing with that whole angle now. Not bad at all.
Yeah, I really like the heel version of TJ Perkins.
I like the heel version better than I like the good version.
Yeah, he was just kind of floundering, not doing much, and to me it makes it reasons to watch him.
But the whole double or
a double
was just, that was
the banana,
awkward.
everything.
That was just, even Booker T said something about being awkward, that whole segment when he walked in. We're talking about, of course, Austin Aries, and called himself a double Austin Aries. I was like...
That's what he's been going by that for a long time now.
That's just weird. I've never heard him say it, so he hasn't been going for it in a long time, because that was the first I've heard of him.
Back in NXT, it was big.
Yeah.
It's along the lines of Double J, Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, I know, but it's Double J.
A double.
A double.
You can't be Double A.
Why not?
Because they're going to remind people that Jeff Jarrett exists on WWE programming, and we don't want that.
No, God, no.
Cut to the back for the Hardys' first chance at microphone time since they've been back on Raw.
I don't know what it is. They used to be so good on the mic.
No, they didn't.
No.
That's the thing, is everyone always remembers them as being really good on the mic. No, Edge, Christian, and the Dudley Boys were great on the mic. You know who was terrible on the mic? The two boys who had Gangrel as a mouthpiece for the longest time.
That's true, too. When you think back, they probably weren't the best.
No.
It's just they were so good in the ring that...
It didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
And right now, Matt has gotten a lot better over time from watching, not WWE, watching TNA on all the indies.
Yeah.
His promos are amazing. If he's in character as broken Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
Being Matt Hardy from South Carolina, he's terrible. He doesn't have a character to tap into.
Yeah, exactly. But the match, fast forward to the match, and the match was a decent match. I liked it. It was.
We're jumping ahead of ourselves.
Oh, sorry.
That was just the promo back to build up to the match later tonight. Next match is the women's 4-way for number 1 contender match.
Oh yeah, that was a good match too. I forgot about that match.
Yeah,
that's the problem with 3 hours long. Old guys like me forget about it.
If I don't write it down, I forget about it.
Yeah, no, that was a good match. I really enjoyed watching that. They did it really well. I like the fact that the what's her group?
Nia.
Huh?
Nia
Jax didn't win, even though I think she's just will win the title somewhere down the line. I think what they're doing now with Alexa and Bayley is going to be off the charts.
Yeah.
Off the freaking charts.
And a big thing to notice, it's little things, watching as long as we have, Sasha Banks more and more heel character as we're going. She's getting the attitude. And the nice thing is it's a slow build. It's not that just, now she's a bad guy, deal with it. They're building reasons for it.
I think you'll see Sasha interfere in the match, but it'll be late in the match, and that'll turn her full heel.
Do you think she'll screw Alexa, or will she screw Bayley?
She'll screw Alexa, and then she'll turn on Bayley at the end.
I don't mind that.
Yeah,
I don't mind that at all.
Cool.
Yeah. Alexa does win that match, by the way.
Yeah.
Steals it right from Nia Jax.
It was awesome.
Perfect Alexa Bliss
manner.
manner.
That was cool.
I loved Alexa Bliss's character, just the typical bad person, like bad guy.
Yeah,
bad girl.
Yes.
But yeah, go to commercial, come back, and Curt Hawkins is in the ring. Talking about how last week he got punched by Big Show, now he's in the main event, and now he's calling someone else who wants to be the next big star. Finn Bálor comes out, basically
a squash match.
2-minute squash match, if that.
Well, now Finn Bálor will be in the main event next week in Raw, and they can keep this weirdness of whatever. Yeah, I just don't even know.
Yeah, they need to take him off TV, make him a new character, put him down in NXT, do something with him.
Do something, yeah, because that's just weird.
Yeah. Jericho. Then we cut back to the Jericho promo. Backstage, going off on Kevin Owens, trying to build up that match.
I mean, I don't know. I just find it weird that they're having that match as being, or that pay-per-view. There's 2 matches on it that are crossovers. I'm hoping that doesn't mean that the next pay-per-view will be Raw. I'm hoping the next pay-per-view will be SmackDown.
It will be because
then that gives another month before the Raw pay-per-view. So, am I looking forward to that match? Absolutely not. I'm sorry, but I hate to say it. I know you're going to totally disagree. Kevin Owens' character is getting fucking old.
Did you watch SmackDown this past week? Because they changed his character.
They did, yes.
And they had to get him away from Raw to change his character.
Yeah, because, it's just...
It got stale.
It got really stale.
And
you can't do the same thing week after week, and Kevin didn't have enough material. It's not like The Rock or the Stone Cold Steve Austin or the D-Generation X, where you could do the same things and get away with it because it was a different era.
It was a different era. 2 hours. You had 10 minutes a night instead of having 25 minutes a night.
Yeah, it's just too much.
I feel like they really squandered it. If they were to keep him on Raw with the whole Authority 2.0, because they would have been able to adapt his character there.
Exactly.
But yeah, I think I'm really happy he went there for the sole aspect that it's a character change. He cleaned up, kind of looks like an actual champion now.
Well, and they did do that here for a little bit. So
yeah, the whole suit with the chair when he's facing Bill,
exactly.
Which I really still don't think he would sit right with him. I don't think he wanted to lose that to Bill Goldberg. The whole that whole him sitting in the ring.
Yes, no.
That's a whole other thing. After the Jericho promo for the pay-per-view, we have the other match, the Wyatt promo for the Randy Orton Bray Wyatt match.
It was funny because I lost focus during that whole promo. It wasn't his normal...
Well, we don't care.
Maybe
watching
that's
Raw.
What it is. We're on Raw.
We're watching Raw. Give me reasons to watch Raw.
Yeah, not give me reasons to go over and watch SmackDown. But now isn't Bray's on Raw?
Bray's on Raw, but Orton's on SmackDown.
Yeah.
They did, the problem is from what I was reading on the dirt sheets, is that this whole superstar shakeup was given to the writers 2 weeks ago. Like 2 weeks prior. Vince McMahon said, I want it now. They're like,
really?
well,
Typical McMahon, eh?
And everyone's like, but we're in the middle of things. Like, we're building things. We're not just doing things. And he was like, nope, we want to do it now. Okay, who's going where? We'll figure that out. So what are we supposed to do for the 2 weeks?
Yeah, I know. It just seems, like I say, during that whole thing, I kind of lost focus, and I didn't really pay attention as much as I normally would, because I really like the Bray Wyatt character, and I've loved what they've done with him. But yeah, I'll be glad when this pay-per-view's over and see where we go from there.
Yeah, I do agree. After that is the match you really enjoyed and started talking about earlier, is the Jeff Hardy-Cesaro match.
Yeah, it was a good match obviously I'm a huge Hardy fan. They're getting up there in years, so definitely not Jeff Hardy of old. But still, he still got it.
He still got it, and the thing is, they've changed up a lot from when the last time everyone saw them. If you think about it, like they're not hitting swantons and doing crazy moves every time.
Yeah,
they're doing one big spot and then a whole bunch of regular wrestling.
Yeah, exactly. No, it was good.
Yeah, I really liked that match.
It was a good match. It wasn't bad at all. I enjoyed it.
Jeff Hardy does get the win there, and then they shake hands awkwardly at the end of the match.
Yeah, I was kind of. I think it's just a show of respect. I think what you missed too was not only was the hug. Jake just kind of gave the signal of a hug, which I thought was really cool. But it must be really cool for someone like Cesaro, who has been a big wrestling fan all his life, and is young enough that he was a fan when the Hardys were big. When the Hardys were doing, like they talked about in the promo before, they were talked about the first TLC match when they stole the show, when Hardy got speared by Edge when he was hanging on to the belt. Like, you know what I mean? So it must be really cool. It would be like us playing football with Doug Flutie. Yeah, it'd be one of those things. Yeah. Americans wouldn't understand. I guess Doug Flutie. Some of them would. Yeah, some of them will. Anyway. Then we get to the main event of the night. Strowman versus The Big Show. Wow. What I'm at, as much as I've given flack to Big Show before, he's in the best shape I've seen him ever. B, what a match with Strowman. It was phenomenal. Strowman is such a phenomenal athlete. He did a kip up. The guy's 8 feet tall, and he fucking did a kip up. Who does that? That's a small guy thing. That's like a Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels. It was incredible. Yeah. They kept teasing the whole suplex off the top rope.
A la Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, it was. But holy cackadoodles! It was a cackadoodles. I haven't used that in a long time.
That's good one.
No, it was a damn good match. I enjoyed it, and the ending.
The ending was
phenomenal. Just
Yeah, for those of you who didn't watch, for whatever reason, Stroman and Big Show do end up doing a superplex off the top of the rope, and just like the Brock Lesnar segment, the thing falls apart. The ref takes a nasty, nasty spill.
That was a nasty.
As soon as it happened, I was like, oh, the ref.
He's lucky he didn't get caught under the ring the way he fell awkwardly out of the ring.
Yeah. It's like he wasn't totally ready for it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, obviously they set the ring up to do that. I would love to, if one of our listeners, knows how that's done, please write it in, like, in the comments there, because that was really cool. Because Jake was saying they loosened all the bolts and everything, but I'm like, then halfway through the match, there was like a suplex that would have made it go. There was a few things. So, but I guess
is it just a certain spot at a certain?
I don't know. Or maybe they have small percussions and it just blows it.
Yeah.
At the right time.
But that'd be hard, because if you look it back, and they even showed it in the slow-mo replay, as soon as they land, they bounce, they hit again, and then it goes down. With an explosion, you'd see it almost go up, then back down.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I kind of enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was...
It's a good match. It was a really good match right from start to finish. They both kicked out of each other's big moves. And I thought they were just going to put Roman over, and which I wouldn't have liked, because I get tired of the Big Show being a freaking buggy for everybody. Lately.
Really good use of Big Show.
Yeah, I really liked it. Good on him. Good show.
Overall, good 3 hours of Raw. There's only like 5 or 10 minutes where I zoned out.
Yeah, probably the only time I really zoned out would have been the Bray Wyatt promo.
Yep.
And
205.
Not even to 205. We
fast forward half of the match.
But we stopped fast forwarding because it got interesting.
It's true.
Right? So it was a solid Raw. It was for a Raw that's kind of in between pay-per-views. It was pretty damn good.
I do agree. Anything else you want to add? Got a couple of minutes here.
Why don't we talk about JBL?
We'd
be wrong not to do it. Does he go? Does he stay?
He's staying.
He's staying?
Yeah.
Does he need to come out, and this is what I keep thinking is going to happen, is he kind of make a statement?
No.
Does he just shut up and hope it goes away?
Shuts up. Did you watch SmackDown this week?
No.
His whole bullying gimmick is gone.
His whole what?
Bullying gimmick? Oh, I'm going to bully people, rib people on commentary. He didn't once bug Byron.
That's true, he was all overly nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, he was, yeah.
He's McMahon's guy. McMahon wants him.
Oh, yeah.
Because he knows how to... Because JBL can control, if people are going off board with commentary, he can bring them right back to where McMahon wants him to.
He's been around forever, right? Right or wrong?
My big thing, is it true? Because you got to look at it, and I hate to be that guy
it's true. Too many. One guy says it might not be true. Two guys say it might not be true. But there's you read so many stories about it, and I mean, wrestling's famous for the ribs quotation mark.
Yeah.
Ribs can get carried away, and.
But I mean, you're a part of a locker room when you were playing football. There's always jokes going on. I mean, as you get older, you got to think.
It was bullying. It wasn't jokes. We bullied. People bullied. It was.
But you know what I mean. You got to think about it. Most of these guys still have that same mentality because they never had to grow up. They're still doing their childhood dream, right?
For sure.
So is that a normal locker room thing that we're not hearing about?
But should it be allowed now?
I mean, don't get me wrong.
In our day and age,
it's tough. It's tough.
I mean, hazing is gone out of football now. They don't do that. It's not happening as near to the extent as what it used to happen in college football.
That's fair.
Hazing in pro sports is totally eliminated. It's not allowed.
Yeah.
So.
But that's where WWE has to stand up and say, we need to crack it down on this. And that's where I think the statement needs to come from WWE and publicly say, this is a new locker room mandate. If there's any bullying, anything, you can come forward, you can come talk to one of the management team, one of the bookers, the writers, and we'll deal with it. Even if it means nothing backstage, even if it's just a facade, if they come out and say that, they're saying JBL's in the wrong. We know it, but he's our guy.
Yeah, I mean, they've got to do something because they have the Be a Star program. Is it Be a Star? Is that right? Yeah. And that's all anti-bullying, right? So...
Yeah.
it kind of flies in the face of that. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it falls out because I thought it would just go away, but it doesn't seem to be going away. Every week you see more and more about it. So.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that is
great fucking week.
Yeah, what a good week for wrestling. Hopefully,
unfortunately, I won't be here next week.
So next week it'll be probably even quicker because we won't get near as sidetracked. I'll be able to just plow through
you can't
wrestling
do it
report.
without me.
I'll do it by myself.
You can't.
I can't.
It's against the rules.
It's not against the rules.
Okay, fans, write in. Start a online petition. No Jake Solo. Nobody wants to see Jake go solo.
Well, on that note, we are Wrestling Report. We are here with you every Tuesday.
Just say no.
Running over the Monday that was. If you do like what we do here, hit that like button. If you do want to see what we do every week, hit that subscribe button.
Nobody wants to see what you do.
Again, that is our show, ladies and gentlemen.